Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Hi, hello guys. You're welcome to another episode of EWL Experience with Luchi. And yeah, we're going to be having a serious conversation. But before that, don't forget this podcast is a reality check and also a platform for you to be expressive. I'm your host, Imitatio Luchi Gloria. Okay, something we're going to be talking about today is something we don't even know is an issue. Okay, we know it's an issue, but we know they too much talk about harm like that. Pardon my pidgin English, I'm trying to strengthen it. Okay, today's topic is a serious conversation we're having. So you may not be seeing my 32 as I talk. I'm just going to be stating the obvious and we'll just talk and go like that. So today's topic is discrimination and bullying. Like I said, when I named this podcast, it was based on my experience and everything I've gone through growing up. Okay, first of all, I'm going to narrate my experience. Growing up, I once saw myself as a piece of trash. I know the statement is kind of harsh, but yes, I did see myself as a piece of trash at some point, like someone that is not going to ever be enough. I didn't just wake up one morning and told myself, okay, Aluchi, you're supposed to feel that way. It was because of how my fellow peers and friends made me feel. You know, some of us, when we act, we think say it ends there. But all this bullying and discrimination is a continuous thing. When you don't do that to me like this and you don't know whether it's going to affect me for a very long time and you just acted based on stupidity. And sometimes I ask myself, is there an age grade for stupidity? Because we need to know. Because you love children in secondary school, they are cool, they are nice, they are kind. But you see some people that act so evil, you tell your fellow person what they, when you talk the word, they be like say, you don't get conscious when you talk that thing. A lot of statements we say to people, a lot of names we call people, you don't know how it has affected their life in the long run. You feel say as you don't talk and we don't end there. So myself, like I said before, I saw myself as a piece of trash. It's very heavy, but I have to use the statement. You always people will say, always use your cheeks, eh? Ha. Now something to look into. At a point, if surgery was something I could do, I would have done something about these cheeks because they made me feel so low about myself because of my cheeks. I mean, when you talk about my nose, some people will say, this girl, you need surgery. At a very young age, I was just 12 years old. And I went to an only girls' school and girls, when they say women put women down, nobody say they just they make the statement. It's something that I've seen that most times you see your fellow women purposely bringing you down, all because of what? For her to feel good about herself. And all those things, see, anybody, if you're that kind of person that put people down for yourself to look good, like I just tell you now, you are the most stupid and you are the most, I don't know the adjective I will use qualify, but not just know say you are not existing, you are just there. You are just like a picture that you just put there, no movement, nothing. Because this discrimination has affected a lot of people. When you talk about depression, when you talk about suicide, when you talk about domestic violence, it all starts from this discrimination and bullying. So in my SS1, I went to a boarding school. Yeah, I went to a boarding school, and going to that school, I knew just my cousin, Ebelechiko. And I had to going downstairs to the junior's bedroom, like junior student's bedroom, to have my bath because I didn't know how to flow with people. I've not always been that person that flow with people easily. So yeah, I went to have my bath there for about a month, and it got to a point, God, that I used to fetch water for my mates. As in, it was so. And what I keep asking myself now is, those people, is it that they did not know that I was in the same class with them? Because me, I didn't know my classmate. I resumed school at the very late part of the semester. The semester was September. I resumed school late October. So basically, I just came there to know how the environment was, and I was going to come back next semester. So I first started for my mates. I ran errands for them, and they were so comfortable with it. Like it was okay. It was a normal thing. It was norms. They flew with it. And when I try to remember those things, I'm like, God, some people can be so cruel. Like the people you meet, you have a very strong role to play in people's life. So I'm going to give the definition of discrimination and bullying, then we'll step further from there. Okay? So discrimination is setting apart a person in a negative way or making a mark of distinction. Discrimination, I've come to realize that this thing is continuous. From discrimination, if you enter stereotype, from discrimination, if you enter insecurity, from discrimination, sorry, if you enter domestic violence, you think it's just stop there. When you look at your fellow person, you look person wey God create like this, you look the full person finish, you feel say it's okay for you to step on that person just to make yourself feel good. Then there's nothing far again now. It meant for you to dey beat the person. Then bullying is the art of intimidating a weaker person. We're going to link discrimination and bullying to the person's self-esteem. This topic basically is for those people that bully people in secondary school and you feel it's okay. It was me being a youth and you feel it's okay. No, a lot of things you've done to people has affected them greatly. And when you see that person turn out the way the person don't turn out, you feel this person changed a lot. And when some people meet me now, they're like, Luchi, you are proud. I know they care. But I was once a sweet person. I was once a very selfless person. I was once a very darling Luchi. If that word they like that. I was once like that. But people have made me realize that you don't get what you go do for this life where you feel to please anybody. You are going to keep trying. And it's just like in mathematics. If you don't love yourself, even when you see real love, you're not going to realize it. Even when you see the person that loves you very well, you're not going to realize it because one, you don't love yourself. So how are you going to even know if another person loves you? The moment I love myself, if my sister look at me and says, "Oh, you too like yourself," I will go to her and say, if I don't like myself, I don't understand. I keep waiting for anybody to come and do it for me. So for those people that are discriminating on people, you have looked down on people and you feel it's okay. And for those victims, I was once a victim. I'm here to tell you today that you can work on your self-esteem. A lot of people don't know the meaning of self-esteem. I think that's why we neglect when you say you have low self-esteem, you think it's okay. When you have the meaning of self-esteem is when you value yourself, when you respect yourself, when you reverence yourself, when you pay, like as you see me like this now, I know they use this person they play. I take her in high, like I put myself, if you see where I put myself, it's not I'm just doing it there because I value myself. So for those victims out there that have gone through discrimination, that have been bullied, this particular episode is to tell you that you can work on yourself. It's a must. You have to love yourself. You have to love yourself. If you don't love yourself, you don't get how you won't start them. You can fall into depression. This depression thing, you think it's easy for somebody to wake up every morning, put up a bold smile, go to work or go to school, all the insults every person go take, all the stress, you come back. I feel we are really amazing people when you step up there, irrespective of anything you're going through, and you just put up that bold face. So you have to love yourself to be able to get over those incidents that caused you to be always in your closet, always to be in your corner. You don't want to get people, you don't want people to hear your voice, you don't want people to see you, you don't want to be seen. It takes a lot. And we have to work on our self-worth. We have to work on our self-worth. The last thing we're going to talk about, like how we can see all these things in our physical life. It happens everywhere. Discrimination and bullying and intimidation. It happens everywhere. It happens in the family. It happens in the church. I was one of those people that used to look at those people that used to wear trousers, devilish children. I don't know if there's any word like that. But I was one of those people that looked at them like, these people, you are wayward. Well, I've come to realize like amazing people I've met are people that they don't look churchy, they don't look like heavenly Mary, like you're covered. They don't look like that. But they are really the most amazing people you can ever meet. And we discriminate them saying, because they wear this particular thing, this person no go cross heaven gate. So you have no say. You understand? This 6 feet like this, now all of us, we get our own partition. Now the ground last all of us go enter. So whether your money or everything you think say you don't achieve for this life, you should always remember that you are human. And one day, it's inevitable. You understand? You and person where you don't look down, when you don't speak on, when you don't talk many bad words to the person, you and the person go share the same ground. You don't get how you want to escape them. So this discrimination also happen in offices when you feel you are better than. And the worst, when you look at these things, then you find out that those people that discriminate people are people with a lot of insecurities. They feel if this person is trying to have a healthy competition with you, you feel the person wants to take away something from you. You see that now then get the insecurities past, like they are not comfortable. I was reading a post on Instagram, and Somebody made this statement. I feel uncomfortable in my skin. For this Nigeria, where we say all of us will be dark people, even people wear fair self, they still they mistake them for dark people. Like this discrimination thing, I don't know. I won't talk about. It's not a topic that I feel self only me self feel handle. I cannot handle it alone. I can't. Your own fellow human being, you make person feel like trash. So for office, you see they see am. For friends, even among friends, it's normal. Even for family, it's normal that you get a person you go like. It's normal. But the moment your likeness cause havoc to the next person, it becomes a problem. Is in life, you are free to do anything you want to for this life, or you are free to do anything. But the moment that your whatever, that your space where you dey try to fight is infringing on another person's space, they cause wahala for the person. That one they look and well, I don't think is right. It's not right. These are things that I've seen. I've fallen victim of it, and I didn't know how to act until I realize say until you become your own person, you are always going to be a victim of it. You see people where they go through domestic violence, you go tell them stay for the marriage now, save your marriage now, because of you don't want to make people talk for your matter, or you don't want make people get say about your life. Whether you do, whether you no do, they go still talk. So you advise people wey dey for domestic violence make they stay because they don't want to make people talk, and you forget say this life people must always do wetin, they must always talk. Even though you cover your head as I did like this now, if I cover my head from head to toe, this now only my eyeballs you see, you go still talk say this one don't come again. No, they are still going to have something negative to say about you. So the only conclusion of all this thing wey I dey talk be say originality is key. If not, you are always going to fall victim of discrimination and bullying. Always fighting to be in space of people that don't want you. Wetin you dey find for that place? They don't want you. Yes, form your own circle with people that want you. So you see this thing sef is like the people wey dey bully people, they wrong. You too wey dey put your head inside, you are also wrong. And it also happens in marriages. Even when you don't marry, you are still bullying your wife. You should wear clothes wey show her back. You say na that your pikin dey take back dey show. I don't understand. If you cannot tell your wife she's beautiful, who is going to tell your wife she's beautiful? And when you see a lot of failed marriages, you think it's just thing just happen. It's something that has been piling up. It does a build. You are reducing you got married to somebody, and the work we need to do is just reducing the person's self-worth. Discrimination is something we should look into. It's a very, very, very sensitive matter we should look into. We should not neglect it. When you see someone that is discriminating somebody in your presence, you should shun that person immediately. Me sef, I'm very sensitive. Sometimes I don't want to even care what you are saying, but the moment I sense that discrimination thing from you, I give it to you hot. Like I don't want to even hear what you are saying again until you start to explain yourself. By then I don't show you finish. It happens in languages in our ethnic group. Okay, my friend, just today, this discrimination thing we had to talk. My friend go buy material. She went to buy material in the market, and because she's not Yoruba, she knows sabi speak Yoruba. She cannot communicate well with Yoruba. She was not trying to have a conversation with the woman, and the woman got irritated because she's not speaking her language. She started insulting her, started calling her names. And my friend came home devastated, and she was like, why is there always stereotype? Even the littlest of thing. Because I'm Igbo, because I told you my name is Amaka, or you say, fine girl, what's your name, Amaka? Immediately you felt insecure. What waiting Igbo people they do for our state, our country? You get intimidated easily. Discrimination should be looked into. That is the only phrase I can be repeating in this thing like this. So I was working on this topic, and I wrote something down. I said, giving your neighbor the validation and support they need from you is continuous. You just see somebody like myself now that is about to start. I'm still starting up my podcast, and you see me and you just make a statement like, what is this one saying? Since I may cover all this thing and go and sleep. If I was Luchi or maybe 2 years back or 3 years back, I swear, if you hear my voice for your ears again, it's by God's grace. You just make a statement and you feel it's okay. I better cover this thing, make she go sleep. She don't know what she should talk. It's fine. Starting up, I may not be making sense, but you don't know how my podcast or how my dream is going to affect you positively. So the validation and support you give your neighbor is always going to be continuous. Don't forget that. So if you're in the space or if you are the place to help people when you are starting up, Don't look down on the person because the person has a little idea or the person is not bringing fruit yet, and you just neglect the person. You don't know how that you neglecting the person has affected that person that instant, and you just feel okay. I just acted because I just want to act. You know the thing about this life. If you are on your own, nobody will come find you. If you do your own, nobody will come and look for you. Nobody will come and say, what is wrong with this one? What is this person doing? You do your lane. Everybody do alone. I don't think you'll be receiving insults. Always try to make yourself be comfortable around yourself. Work on that first. You go see say all this discrimination, the thing go still reduce, because those people that are trying to pinch on somebody, they will not see people to pinch on. Try to feel comfortable in your own company, in your own space. Try to feel comfortable in that. Let's start with that, then we'll see development, how the thing will develop. You understand me? Okay. So wetin I wan use round up dis thing be say Bimbo Bimpe, one amazing makeup artist, she say no be wetin you no get that dey limit you, na wetin you get and you no fit use am na dey limit you. So when you have something, learn to make, as you find like this, as you dey like this, learn to make something out of yourself. Sometimes when you are bringing yourself to people, they put your head for their meeting, for their matter. It gets tiring sometimes. Sometimes I don't blame them for acting that way. So make something out of yourself today. Breed yourself to become someone with content and not baggage. It's true that everybody will always have baggages, but your content should supersede your baggage. This topic may not be so interesting to a lot of you, but it's something I just need to bring to our ears. We should say no to discrimination. We should say no to bullying. So that maybe Nigeria will become a better place. Most people don't know how the thing will be. So I would love us to share our experience. Tell me what you think about discrimination, intimidation, bullying, and let's talk about how we can stop this. I'm sorry I'm not laughing a lot today, but it's something really, really, really serious, and I feel we should be serious about it. So all these cyber bullies we see online, we stop saying them. You just open your mouth and you're just saying things to your neighbor, to your fellow woman, just because the person is a superstar and you think it's okay. It's not okay, my dear. So let us be a good. Let's try to be a better person. Let's try to be better. Let's try to be better for the country. Let's try to be better for our fellow human being. I feel if everybody should work on themselves, this country will move forward. So we have been able to defeat death. No man has won. You understand me? Until I don't see person wey say death no fit come my way, I don't think there's anybody I owe any explanation to. I don't owe you any damn explanation. So when we should always remember that now this 6 feet now all of us go share last. So be calm for Christ. Let us be calm. Okay? It's okay to love yourself. It's okay to be in healthy competitions. But it's not okay to make a full woman make them feel less of themselves. Okay, guys, yeah. Don't forget to drop your comments for those of us streaming on YouTube, and you can send me voice messages on Anchor. Okay, don't forget to follow me on my social media handle at EWL_podcast or my private handle at Luchi. Yeah, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel at Luchi's Concept, and my name on Anchor is EWL Experience with Luchi. Okay, until see you guys next time, stay safe and I love you guys. I'm your host, Luchi. Bye.
Audio Jungle.